We are the nerds. We are the nerds of the apocalypse.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, because we just saw you guys not less than 8 hours ago. Welcome to the Xbox Games Showcase. And we're here with the NotA Game Report, and of course I am Trex, alongside with
Stevie B, who has a day job, and he's sorry that he couldn't add everyone instantly. Apparently there was a big battle in the Discord. The show wasn't live yet. It was just a blank screen, okay, with no one talking. Now that we're here talking, I added everyone. So I need everyone to collectively take a chill pill. And by that, I mean, good morning. How's everyone doing?
That sounded like Mark Wahlberg when he was on SNL doing his zoo skit. No, I'm sorry. No, not Mark Wahlberg. It was Andy Samberg portraying Mark Wahlberg. It's like, hey, this is a zoo. Let's go talk to this goat. Hey, goat, how you doing?
Oh, my God. I remember that. No, I was literally about to log off my computer and get ready, and I get a ping from my boss. It's like, hey, what's up with this, this, and this? And I'm like, oh, fuck. So I had to look some stuff up and answer some questions. So,
yeah, I took
anyway.
Yeah, I took a couple of work phone calls and answered an email, and it was like, oh, my bad.
It's all good. But I'm excited. Xbox Game Showcase. Will they announce gold for free here or in August? We don't know, but we all know the gold for free announcement is coming. For those that missed the show last night, the gold for free debacle went on for quite a bit. It was a lot of fun. No, I'm excited to see what they got coming up. Maybe some Fable. Fuck. Obviously, I talked about this last one. Obviously, I want some fucking Fable tracks.
Obviously.
Fable's one of my favorite games of all time, man. Fable 1 and 2 were great. We don't really talk about 3 that much, okay? We don't really discuss 3. They were really, really good RPG games. They're fantastic RPG games, especially for the time, right? For when they came out. And Halo Infinite, there's talks about it being a lot different than other Halos. I don't know. We'll see what they come up with. Maybe the title Infinite has something to do with it. I don't know. Battle Royale. It's probably going to be a battle royale mode. Let's all be honest with each other, right? It's probably going to be a battle royale mode. I mean, I think Halo is a good setting for a battle royale game.
I mean,
I'm not.
But I mean, that is that Gulch thing. So I mean, and this thing is like I've watched a lot of Red versus Blue. Everything Halo is just Red versus Blue to me. That's all I got.
I understand. Let's see. DCJ, how does your boss not know? Hasn't he been no longer at the company than you did? Know about what? This? No.
And she isn't she?
Yeah. She is not into gaming at all.
So yeah, your question really is coming down to why is she in IT?
What? I mean, because she's actually done it her whole life, to be honest. She's literally the storybook of like started from the bottom, now I'm here. Like she literally came in as someone who delivers papers. It's a very impressive story. She's like just like was essentially the IT mail person, and then she's now running the fucking department. It's pretty dope. Coop, been meaning to revisit Fable 2 on Game Pass. Well, that's funny. Look at all those games on Game Pass you keep talking about, right? Like, look. No Red Dead Redemption 2 is on Game Pass. You know what's great about Red Dead Redemption 2 being on Game Pass, even though I own it, Trex?
What's that?
I don't have to get my lazy ass up to put the disc in the console. That's the best part about it. I can just turn it on and play it.
Well, hold on here. So you mean to tell me that I can just go onto my PC with my Game Pass Ultimate and play Red Dead 2 from my Xbox?
Well, see that I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I really want to know, because my Xbox doesn't work.
Well, you can stream your Xbox because you said the controller's fucked up, right? So you might be able to turn your Xbox off and stream it to your computer. See, the problem is right now, like Game Pass Ultimate for the PC and Game Pass Ultimate for the Xbox don't always share the same games. They share some same games, and then the other games they don't share. And I don't know if Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the games they share. I honestly don't think it is. just because of the most recent release on PC. You know, it's been out on PC a lot less than it has on the Xbox. So I think that's the problem. Another reason why it'd be good, Trex, because once they add xCloud, you'll be streaming your Xbox Game Passes games anywhere you want.
I wouldn't even need my Xbox.
You wouldn't even need your computer. You could do it straight from your phone. Or if rumors come true,
I could do it from my phone.
Or if rumors are true, one day, soon, you might even be able to do it from your Switch. That'd be dope as hell. I'm just wondering how Infinite will turn out. It appears to be a lot of hype towards it. Yeah, and surprisingly, like, Halo hasn't had much hype for a minute, let's be honest, right? Like, it really hasn't. You know, I even haven't played the most recent game, I got to be honest with everybody. I've played everyone but that and I've played through the story campaign of everyone but that. But I am kind of stoked for Infinite, and the good thing about having Game Pass is this, one day I can just be like, oh, I'm going to play through the latest Halo and just jump on it. I think the last hype game was Halo 3, to be honest. Yes. Rumor, I think Phil confirmed it for the Switch. I don't know. Maybe he did. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest.
They're partnering with the Switch, but I don't think anything has developed from that yet.
I think he mentioned it during like an xCloud presentation. I think it's like the same way that like Final Fantasy 14's been talked about being on the Xbox. I think it's that kind of talk. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely coming, but we're not confirming it. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And it's obvious that Nintendo is partnered with Microsoft in a lot of things, because there's a lot of Microsoft exclusive games that hit the Switch. I thought he did. I'm not 100% sure, Denny, to be honest. He might have. Didn't he talk about that the other day? I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe if someone could find a link, that'd be great. Maybe.
So some news that broke out this morning.
Oh,
some news.
I haven't been paying attention, man. I've been balls deep in work. Tell me about it. What happened?
So first things first. Let me see here. Mark Dura confirms work on the next Dragon Age game.
Oh, well, that's been known for a minute. They announced that like last year.
Yeah, but he actually now confirms it, because that was a whole big rumor. Because he says that the work on Dragon Age 4 is still ongoing.
Okay,
still ongoing. News broke out as well that Dragon Quest is coming to Xbox One.
Ooh.
Not really sure if it's going to be Xbox X or not, but Dragon Quest is coming, so we definitely should be seeing some Dragon Quest stuff from the game showcase. And Phil Spencer has said that the Xbox Series X will have the most launch titles on any console ever.
Well, yeah, when you have 100 games in Game Pass. That's cool, though. Like, see, what's cool about that is, like, man, you just pick up the console, and you know, of course, the console will probably come with like 2 weeks or a month of Game Pass included, right? So then it's like, bam, right out of the box, you're good to go. Red Dead Redemption 2, day one.
Now, that's the thing as well is that I didn't read too far into the article, but I wonder if they actually include the Game Pass in that regard. Could it be just actual? Oh, there's also going to be no first-party exclusives either. No first-party exclusives. Because Phil Spencer has already stated that he hates exclusives. He hates it.
Well, there's not going to be, first-party exclusives, to Series S, because everything that would be considered first-party exclusives will also be coming out on the PC. Because, you know, that's how they're doing things right now. Dragon Quest wasn't on Xbox? No, the latest Dragon Quest was only on PlayStation and PC. I think it was on PC, and then they put it on Switch. But it wasn't on Xbox. But I mean, it's no rumor that Square Enix is fully working with Microsoft at this point, which is what I mean. we talked about it last night with the whole goal going free thing, getting 14 on the Xbox. Like I think that's all going to go down. I mean, they did say that there's going to be a bunch of Final Fantasy games on Game Pass. They've already that was announced before. I can't like a while back. So yeah, they're all going to hit Game Pass. Mr. Scott says, "Yeah, I have it on PC." Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Jacob said, "I mean, it makes sense given their approach this generation. They want people to buy games and Game Pass in bulk." Yeah, we talked about it last night, Jacob. I don't think you were with us. I think a $500 console is cool, and will make them a little bit of money. As we all know that, like getting a console really doesn't make them money, but getting millions of people, billions of people in bed for $15 a month forever. Is much more business lucrative, and you're not putting out the money for the hardware. You know what I mean? It's not pure profit because obviously you're licensing all that shit, but like it just makes more sense. I think that's their whole push, right? They want to get as many people on Game Pass as possible, as many people as they can get. That's why they've put xCloud as a part of it, and they just want to get as many people paying that $15 a month to play those games as possible, and they're gonna make it. Give it the most value that they can to keep people on it. Isn't Final Fantasy VII Remake supposed to be hitting Xbox soon? Wasn't it only a time exclusive for PS4? Yes, it should be coming to PC and Xbox at some point. There was no firm release date, but they did state that there was a timed exclusive for the PlayStation, but I never said the time amount. Right? They never said how long that was going to be. So.
It's not really much into Xbox news, but I remember seeing this article now. Godfall won't have microtransactions.
That's good, right?
Yeah, the hack and slash looter hack and slash game. Developer says it isn't game as service. So I'm thinking that it's in the same realm of Borderlands, or maybe even like Borderlands 1, maybe it's not going to be a completely live game. It's going to be, here's your game, maybe some DLC, and that's it. But they said there's going to be no microtransactions with it. So that's actually pretty fucking good. I like that.
Sounds good to me. B says, "Stevie, I hate being old." You're not that old. I thought you were close to my age, B. About Xbox Series X. Yeah. We're not, dude, I'm 34.
That's pretty old, bro.
You're 35.
Yeah, I'm old as shit.
Oh, come on, man.
Yes, Dragon Quest. Yeah, here it is from VentureBeat. Dragon Quest 11 coming to Xbox Series X.
Boston Chuck says babies. Boston Chuck just started streaming. I followed your channel today, Boston.
Is that Devil? Oh, Chuck. Yeah. I know, like another Boston.
Oh yeah, I just turned 36 today. Nice, happy birthday!
Happy
You're not that old, man.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr. B. Happy birthday to you. Wow. Let's see. You're still in your prime. Still, you're good. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that. All right, we've got. Oh, Lord, there you go. It's just for you. Clip it, keep it forever. We got about a little over a minute left before the showcase starts. Hopefully, Trex and I are synced up pretty well.
Yep. Okay. So,
thank you, my good man. I appreciate it very much. No problem, boss. I'm happy to do it.
So so information on the Dragon Quest franchise, Xbox platform for the first time. It will be available on the Series X and Xbox One on December 4th. It's
nice.
Dragon Quest 9S will be available on the Xbox Game Pass. You can play it if you have. The subscription service.
When did it give a date?
Maybe that's the thing. It's like Dragon Quest 9 will be available on the Xbox Series X and Xbox One December 4th. This says Dragon Quest 9S will be available on the Xbox Game Pass. Are there two separate games?
The S is like the more souped up version, right?
This Xbox version has the features of the Switch release, which includes an orchestrated soundtrack and conveniences like being able to access crafting wherever. You can also play the game with retro pixelated graphics.
5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, already starts the trailer, boys.
Oh, you must be ahead of me.
18. Oh, should I? Oh, I am.
I don't think by a lot.
Should I pause and play?
I got what? A 6,
5,
4.
Okay, I'll pause.
I think we're in sync.
There we go. Here we go, boys. Xbox Game Showcase. No Rap Prime in chat, huh? Makes sense.
He's asleep.
Fair enough. Can watch it later. Oh, I guess we're starting off with Halo Infinite, huh?
I guess we are.
I'd assume that's what this is. Maybe not. Oh no, that was Terminator.
Oh, it's a mouse. How cool would it be if they're showing off the Lockhart?
I know, right?
Your exosuit is now complete.
Oh, it's Halo.
Oh, yeah.
Your new exosuit is now complete.
We need all this.
This looks good.
Suit of armor.
Though this technology will save humanity in the war to come.
Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, it's Halo. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Hey, is that Cabooses' new armor?
Stop it.
Liquid crystal cannot rise on its own.
like llama.
Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction.
Oh, it's Cortana talking.
Armor cannot hope.
Not even a person in the suit?
It all means nothing. Until you step inside.
Barton 117, boys.
The chief.
I'm gonna get my controller out right now. I want to press it. I want to press the button. Why do I feel excited for this Halo game?
Already? I must
It's pretty.
This is a bullshit, right?
106 days after we done. Gorgeous title screen. Okay. Oh my god, look at this shit, dude. This looks fucking fantastic. The graphically.
No! No! No, 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 no!
We in Blood Gulch?
This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief. No! No! You! I can't stand this! Who you are? Breathe. No! You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything! We're... Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh!
No, we
I'll
won't.
be safe.
No, right?
Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw condors over there. I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Oh, please. Let me see what I can find.
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look. Together.
Didn't we already see this trail? No, not that's part B. Oh, here we go, boys.
I got a feeling that we're about to see Xbox, the demos coming out.
Oh my god.
And this is the Xbox Game Showcase. God, they're still so annoying.
Well, you're right. I have 0 defense. All right, so graphically it looks amazing, right? Like it's definitely.
For what we're seeing on the stream, that's capping it, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Caboose found the Warhog. Now we gotta find Sheila.
Oh god. You're silly.
I'm telling you, like, this Halo doesn't exist anymore. It's all red versus blue.
Well, this... oh.
Whoa.
Looks like OG Halo so far. I like that. Yeah, they're definitely kind of going that direction, especially the way the cover art looks. The cover art's very reminiscent of the original Halo cover art. Oh shit, look out. Yeah, I feel like they're definitely 100% trying to, like, almost recreate the magic of 1 and 2, right? That's what it feels like here. Whoa! What was that? So yeah, I haven't played the most recent one, so I don't know if like that's a new feature or not. I don't know. Like I don't know. That shield was pretty spiffy, yes. And there was like, was that like a grappling hook or something? What the hell was that? Oh, and it has the nostalgic music. Whoa! Does he use combed arm with every gun that exists in the game? Oh, here we go. Or maybe he picked it up and I missed it. Oh! Okay. That was dope. Got him. That you just killed a bunch of Gantus from Lilo and Stitch? That's why. I know Jacob's trying to grab him, but it's dope as hell, right?
That's right. Don't cover. Ryan the gun. Classic Halo.
Let's see. Maybe that's why I play shooters the way I do.
Because Halo ruins you.
Yeah, dude. That is...
Cover! Cover! What the fuck is a cover? I don't need a blanket.
Exactly.
The UNSC lost this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't.
I feel like all Halo games start with a plane crash. Yep.
Always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atrion. Without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. But here you now stand. This is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
Die well. No thanks. Easy there, Gorilla Grodd. Jacob. That was good. Looks good. Feels really cinematic. I liked it. It looks good, and Danny said it looks good. It's definitely some
We
nostalgia.
hope you enjoyed your first look at Halo
understand.
Infinite's campaign. I'm incredibly proud of the team at 343, and we're thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles that await you on the next chapter of Master Chief's journey. This is the most ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last 2 Halo games combined. Halo Infinite has been built from the ground up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger battles, epic vistas, more complex visual effects, displayed with 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life in ways that have never been possible before. We look forward to sharing even more about Halo Infinite in the coming months, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox Game Studios family have been working on.
Dang, I want to see some multiplayer. 4K
World
60, that's right.
premiere.
World premiere. Jacob suck at Raph, that's rude.
Shown? Yeah, we run too, bro.
No shit.
Run, get Yale.
Run, man, Yale! Sorry if you can hear my kids in the background. They're all eating lunch.
What's for lunch? I want lunch.
It's actually doing breakfast for lunch, I think. Yeah, Treasure, good morning, Aaron. Good morning, Aaron.
Morning, Aaron.
Oh. Oh. State of Decay 3? We just did 2! What? Alright. Fair enough. That's probably going to be a minute for that releases.
Welcome, everyone,
Hey,
to
Phil.
the Xbox Game Showcase.
Trex, it's Phil.
Today, we're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox Game Studios, including unveils of 5 new first-party games. What you will see today is how
5.
Xbox Game Studios are harnessing their passions to bring their dreams to life. We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them on. Xbox Game Pass is the best way to discover and play, and we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible. So Game Pass members, you can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox Series X, delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision, and immersion. And we've designed the most consistently powerful next-generation console, And we've built state-of-the-art platform technology to allow every developer to realize their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport. And Xbox Series X is bringing them closer to their dream of unprecedented realism with ray tracing and native 4K resolution, all at 60 frames per second.
Boom.
The trailer you're about to see was captured completely in-engine.
What's it gonna be?
World premiere.
Whoa.
It's not Xbox without Forza.
Why can't they just call it Xbox too? That's too basic. Just kidding.
Well, this is all in footage.
Wow. Okay. You know, I understand a lot of people aren't into racing games like this, but it does look beautiful. Right? Like, it looks great. Forza Motorsport. There you go, boys. Rare, huh?
Uh-oh. Sea of Thieves? Sea of Thieves
Banjo-Kazooie?
update?
What's it gonna be? It's so many different...
world has a rhythm.
Original game?
We all sense it. But only a few truly
look at
feel
this.
it.
Wow, okay.
That's actually pretty nice.
It is found in the smallest moments. In every step of a perilous journey.
Don't come back.
In the symmetry of ritual. In the bonds we share. And in moments of stillness. It teaches us to look beyond the expected.
Gross.
To be a light in dark places. To seek answers. And to stand watch over our world. Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
You believe in love as a law.
What was Everwild? Does this sound okay? I just turned on push to talk because the kids are being real loud. Does this sound okay?
Everwild will give to you a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal. And Eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature and connects every living thing. The team here at Rare are so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. This was called Everwild, right? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Nice. Looks pretty good. Right? That's the original game. Looked beautiful.
Whoa. I just got hit with a flood of memories. Love you, Mom.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Oh, don't nod.
That they don't believe us.
This is part 3 of that one, right?
Self-defense.
I can't remember the name of it now off the top of my head.
Strange?
Yeah, this is part 3, right?
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that finding the truth
This definitely feels like Life is Strange.
feels impossible.
I mean, I could be wrong completely, but
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters is you're my brother. And the only way to move forward is to keep looking back.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window. She loved you.
She attacked you. We both saw it.
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
there's always a choice.
I can't do this. Stop!
Oh no, I was wrong. Look at that. Tell me why. This is chapter 1, available August 27th. I love games like this, where you have to make decisions and stuff like that. That's pretty dope. What was that called again? I'm sorry, I just forgot.
Tell me why. Chapter 1, August 27th.
I'm sorry, dude.
I mean, it's basically the same
everyone.
thing. Of,
My name is Gennady.
Of Life
I'm
is
the
Strange.
co-founder and director of technology at Moon Studios. Today, we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very, very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We are now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. An already gorgeous game like Ori can now run at 120 Hz refresh rate in full 4K HDR in its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation, super crisp, sharp image, and low input latency, which is just so important for the tight and precise platforming feel of this game. We can also boost the immersion in different spaces in our world.
My immersion!
Premium audio tech that we previously just could not simulate in real time.
It's a
and
new
with
remake.
all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
So who's going to be getting a Series X onesie? Look, if I can find one that fits me, I will definitely rock it. No doubt about it.
Well, we got Aurelius know she's going to need a Series X now.
That's true.
Her favorite game's going to be on it.
From the furthest reaches of the universe.
Here we go,
comes
boys.
The biggest mystery in the galaxy.
An abandoned research facility, and now shady corporate intrigue.
Marvel of the Gorgon asteroid. A sordid stopover, full of salacious secrets and scandalous strangers.
Greetings, attractive patron. You are looking downright unlawful today.
With the right kind of case,
they wanted us to develop a miracle drug.
Can put you on the wrong side of a gun. Or sword. Or this thing. Thrills. Danger.
It's good. This is their first expansion, right?
I think so. Intrigue.
A word of advice before
I
you go,
didn't know they were
Captain?
going to do expansions. Pretty dope.
Trust no one.
This Outer World stuff? Oh yeah, definitely Outer World.
What will you find on Gorgon?
This unit cannot bring you any drinks in its current state.
Ooh, September 9th. I guess I need to finish the game.
I barely played it. I've streamed it like twice.
If you're waiting for the biggest game of the year, then wait for Cyberpunk. But if you're ready for the smallest,
I've heard about this. It looks really good.
Covered.
What's happening right now?
From Obsidian Entertainment, the makers of games that are nothing like this one. This summer,
like Honey, I Shrunk Your Kids survival game.
To thrive together, or just feed your friend to the spiders and go
Aaron,
solo.
Run! Aaron, run!
That's a Battletoad!
Oh my god!
This game has already written all over it.
Grounded. July 28th.
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games. It's something we do every day when we come to the office. We can't wait for you to play our next great adventure, Peril on Gorgon. It's the first of 2 planned story expansion packs for the Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends from the Private Division. Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games, and Grounded is the perfect example of that. The team has been working for the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering, we have been working on that next big Obsidian RPG. Check this out.
Oh shit.
Oh, here we go, boys.
World premiere.
What's it gonna be?
Fuck.
Oh shit, boys.
We have always known war.
Hold on. Shit, they don't have a price for it yet on Steam.
It forged our empire.
Damn, how far are these arrows going?
Into queens and kings.
They're super duper arrows. Don't you know those kind of arrows?
Decimated our foes. Now our oaths are lost, forsaken.
It's still lit.
And you must face the monsters our sins have borne. Is an oath worth the weight of a crown?
Yes. It's really good. Excited to see more from that.
Avowed is an expansive first-person RPG set in the fantasy world of Eeyore. When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best, and it is being built from the ground up to take full advantage of the power of Xbox Series X. At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
Thanks, Mr. Booty.
Bonjour. I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our team is really passionate about interactive storytelling. Because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand. And in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our first game, spans 30 years in the American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in. I hope you enjoyed the trailer.
Me too.
World premiere.
Yeah, so it's definitely one of the Steam Early Access for Grounded.
I haven't seen you much of late. I need you now. Cannot wait. Wanna look, you're not around.
We were on our way to start a new life that summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
Interactive drama. That sounds like my whole life.
For mine, it was the end of the road.
On the ground, now!
The sun went down on all of us that day. Was it fate? Coincidence? No. It was a long-forgotten secret, buried in the dark.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light.
This looks really interesting to me.
I got your letters.
As Dust Falls. Like that whole thing like really was something I want to try out.
Here at Ninja Theory, we're hard at work on all of our projects, including Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, which we announced at the Game Awards back in December.
Yeah, we remember that.
An incredible 3.5 million players have now experienced Senua's story in Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. We're excited to start giving you an insight into what comes next for our Celtic Warrior, an experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine 5 for Xbox Series X and PC. I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's Saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland. And you can find out more about our location scouting and how we've discovered the history of our setting in a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel.
This is definitely the best looking Series X game we've seen so far, without a doubt.
Yeah.
When it comes to graphic fidelity.
It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many players, and we're incredibly thankful to all of the fans that have been part of Senua's story so far. And we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
What the hell is happening?
Oh, double fine.
Oh, well, here we go, boys.
Do you want to say hi to Peter? He's on the line
What?
here.
Peter? Peter's been sitting there
shit.
the whole time? Hey, who wrote the song?
Tim!
Peter. Oh, Peter. Fantastic work. Love the song.
Very much.
It's going to be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. Shall we start rocking?
Probably been a long time since you've had a visitor.
Here we
Hope you
go.
don't mind pop-ins.
They said, oh, Double Fine, we're Brutal Legends. You know, new Psychonauts.
Where are we?
It's a quiet place.
Lost alone, neither skin nor bone. Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's blown. At the bottom of a lake, a frozen feeling. When my friends pulled me
Yep, definitely need Psychonauts beat for sure. Being on acid feels like? Ain't telling, bro.
I can smell the universe, and I can taste the sky, and I can see each molecule through my cosmic eye.
Freezing time.
Senses are the magic keys. They fill the holes I've had.
This game is going to have a disclaimer on the back of the case that says, for full effect, please do some form of a drug. Please get a narcotic inside of you.
I'm too sober.
Oh, that tongue, man. A lot of things I can say about that. There you go, boys. Psychonauts 2.
Jack Black singing.
Aaron, I need that game. Yeah, right?
We can't wait for you to experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios. And there is just so much more for you to play on Xbox. We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass.
There you go, bitch!
10 million Game Pass subscribers, you also get access to all current Destiny 2 expansions starting this September.
All expansions this September,
For Game
bro.
Pass Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will also be playable on mobile from the cloud. Later this year, Bungie will also release a new version of Destiny 2 that is optimized for Xbox Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second.
Eat your heart out,
Sony. Here's an all-new look at Bungie's Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
Now, to be fair, Destiny 2 is also on GeForce Now as well.
Things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer. It's time to step beyond the light.
Well, I guess I'm going to jump back into Destiny 2.
But it's actually showing more of the new abilities.
How's it going, Ghost? How did they show me Double Fine and Jack Black and it's not Brutal Legends 2? That's understandable. I totally get that, you guys. Beyond Light.
Who wants to be a frost mage with a gun?
Everyone.
This is Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them. Xbox Series X will empower both new and experienced creators to bring the future of games to life like never before. Unique perspectives, unexpected innovations, and fresh voices that demand to be heard and that we can't wait for you to discover.
Just for the Beyond Light.
All of the games you're about to see
I think that's when it launches,
being
right?
built to launch exclusively
Destiny 2 right
on
now
Xbox
is going to be
consoles.
In September.
Thanks and enjoy.
And then Beyond Light's going to be on September 10th. Holy shit,
that's right. Console launch exclusive. Here you go, boys.
They don't believe in exclusives.
Destiny 2 is free to play, pay to win. I mean, you get it on Game Pass, then it's fine. I have to be a little bit more quiet because the kids are going to sleep, so I'll try to keep it down for Heather's sake.
Higher.
What is? You're right. What is this game? This looks good. Ghost of Witch. I'm saying like, why put it on Game Pass? It's already free. Because you get all the expansions.
And plus, it's going to be you can play on mobile as well.
Yeah, that's right. xCloud, baby. This looks really good. What is this? And lightning and portals and
Alex Wick too.
This is with Alan. First off, it's okay. We forgive you.
I think it's Asylum.
It's like this game is right up my alley for sure. Alan Wake 3, maybe. I didn't think Alan Wake was this crazy though.
I didn't think there was a 2.
Yeah, there's Stalker 2.
Stalker.
Okay. Looked really good.
World premiere.
World premiere. A console launch exclusive, boys. And remember, all these games are on Game Pass. So you buy the console, get Game Pass, boom, you're playing all of these games.
And you can actually try out all these demos right now on Game Pass. Summer Game Fest. Alright, stop freaking out. Just put the light down.
I don't know what Stalker is. This is just survival, an older survival horror game.
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigations. Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of the Hive to determine the full extent of the unrest. I'll know more when they make it back.
Fear 2. Warhammer 40k or Dark Heresy? Okay. I was just joking about Fear 2.
I just saw the image. I think it is Warhammer.
Oh. I didn't know they were making a Warhammer game like this. Oh, yeah, the image on his chest. Darktide. Damn, okay, shit. Excuse me. Excuse me, Microsoft. Excuse the shit out of me. Not the 2021, though.
World premiere.
That was just a cinematic. That wasn't even in-game.
Shut up. Still cool. Console launch exclusive.
Where is this exclusives coming from? He doesn't like exclusives. Hey, bud.
Something changed. My heart could not contain.
Tetris?
I don't know. They're playing something.
Of this world and all that it creates.
This is really good to make on quarantine too, right? Like, everybody just record yourself holding the controller. Got it.
That's what I do.
Hey, see what we both do. Let's be honest. Like.
No.
What?
Bro.
What?
That's Tetris, dude.
There you go. You chop that down, you get a Tetris. Oh my! Excuse me. I'm gonna download this ASAP.
Wait, are they gonna bring the Tetris Battle Royale game? No, this isn't even the Battle Royale. This is fucking pretty. What the fuck?
A new Tetris effect? Tetris effect connected, yes. Yeah, I'm impressed by the person that made this because they made Tetris look dope as fuck.
World premiere.
That looked real pretty. I guess I actually should be putting console exclusive because
approaching orbit. Scan's a no-go.
Scan's a no-go.
Hell yeah. Already lacing up my boots back here.
Already into it.
What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock?
Oh, I think we've seen this, maybe.
Hold on, let me check.
No? I don't know. The art style looks familiar.
Find anything good?
Rex, you're not gonna believe this.
You.
Ouch! What the?
I found you. Gameplay looks great.
That's definitely some gameplay here.
Stop touching Space Cube, please. Slime Rancher 2? Yeah, probably. Stop touching Space Cube, please. The gunk. They have pills for that. I'm just kidding. That hell looks good. Console launch exclusive. Blooper team. It's a pretty little butterfly. Hey, butterfly. Oh! Goodbye, butterfly. I tried to cut myself off, but the voice just wouldn't stop calling out to me.
It all starts with a dead girl.
Oh.
Is this the medium game?
I don't know.
Forest. The moon. Scent of pines.
No, they said world premiere.
And then...
Oh.
Gunshot.
Creepy.
Every story has two sides. A regular, rational one.
Girl with a dragon tattoo
Also
the
a
game.
darker and deeper truth.
Pog, I know.
Unlike a nightmare. I can see both. Worse. I can live them.
I think this is that medium game. We're just getting to see more of it.
Hello? Anyone there?
New Devil May Cry. No, definitely not Devil May Cry. Don't worry, out of the gameplay, 2 roles rendered simultaneously. Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Oh shit.
What is this place?
That's creepy as fuck, dude. This is gonna be hard to like play. Like trying to watch both screens at the same time. It'll be an interesting. Oh. The medium.
Yep.
Nice.
World premiere.
Sega. What's it gonna be? A new Sonic? Oh, here you go, boy. Fancy Star Online. A brand new expansive world. I really like the look of armor and weapons in this game.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty good. I mean, it just really depends on how they mean by expansive world, because even the world here is just mission based. Like this is the area you go to, and it's a linear story. And you just fight them, and at the end of it you fight the bosses, and you go back to your hub.
Well, look, there's unknown threats, Trex, okay? I thought this was released already. Oh no, was it the beta that came out?
No, it's officially released. And part of, I think, part of Game Pass too. Oh, man.
Have to confirm that. This is Phantasy Star Online 2. Looks like a whole new game. I think it might be a whole new game. I don't know.
And it's Phantasy Online. It's just
true adventure starts now.
Maybe they changed how the game's going to be then. Yeah, this is definitely Phantasy Star Online. I recognize that label anywhere.
New Genesis, Phantasy Star Online 2, New Genesis, coming 2021. So this is the expansion, right? So, powered by Azure. You saw that.
What do you say, powered by Azure?
Mm-hmm.
Luis Torres, I've seen your future. Global risk is scared of the weapon. You will become
Deadshot.
I know, I was just thinking the same thing. World Premiere Crossfire X
campaign.
Destiny chose me to save this world. And I will see it done.
Blacklist, we make our own path. We protect our own.
Can you protect me from fate?
Yep. Crossfire X multiplayer is free to play. Oh, I missed all of this.
Xbox Live.
Single player, not on Xbox Game Pass. What is it?
Soon, the entire world will burn, all because of him.
That time of the year for another Call of Duty? Yes, but this actually looks interesting. Crossfire X, coming 2020.
Today, you saw 10 world premieres and 22 console launch exclusives. Game Pass members can play every game you have seen today from Xbox Game Studios and all of our partners in the subscription or free to play. This is just a peek at some of the new titles coming to Xbox Series X. And some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized for Xbox Series X. Games like Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no additional cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup of over 100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass, Xbox is the place to play, and you are at the center of everything we do. Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
Oh, here we go.
World premiere.
What are we wanting? Fable?
Fable. Fable, I don't think.
The world is filled with stories of legendary heroes and treacherous villains.
Able from
of
a new
fantastical creatures.
Yeah.
And wondrous places.
I think it's
where nature and magic live in perfect harmony. Not all stories have happy endings. But yours has yet to be written.
So we looking at just the first Fable Fable game, but just remastered.
No, that was definitely a new Fable, dude.
New Fable. I was gonna call Fable.
Yeah,
because
that's
Xbox
how
doesn't believe in renaming shit.
That's right. New Fable, boys. I'm more amused by a look at Stevie. If it'd be, I fucking love Fable, dude. Damn it, I need to buy an Xbox now. Here you go. Oh my god. Oh man. I'm gonna show you that I'll watch a Let's Play of it. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you. I will definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, be playing through all of Fable on stream. I'll just play it on PC. Well, that's fine. That's your choice, Denny. I'll be playing it on the most powerful console ever, even when the PS5 launches, the Xbox Series X. Might even be more powerful than your PC, Denny. Co-op for Fable, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's going to be a ways out though, because you know, we just got the title screen, right? So I think it's going to be a minute before they show us before it launches. I think at the absolute earliest, we'll get it the end of 2021.
It does feel a little strange because I mean, Microsoft said they don't believe in Phil Spencer does not believe in exclusives, and yet we definitely have ones that are consoles exclusive.
No, console launch exclusives, meaning that you'll be only able to play on the console first for a limited amount of time.
Oh,
so that's what that meant. Console launch exclusives. Fable's coming out on PC. Yay! Well, you see, you get to play it everywhere, but you get it on Game Pass for $50. That's the whole point. Xbox has no games. Rip argument. I know, right? Like, go fuck yourself with this whole Xbox has no games stuff. Okay, you can collect. Okay, I made a list of games that they showed off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
What was that? Okay. All right. Let's recap what we actually saw here from the showcase, because if we ever put this anywhere else, we probably can't even show that information. First game they showed, Halo Infinite. Nice little cinematic going right into the gameplay demo, which, again, sounds like we could play the Halo demo now. Could we? Maybe? I don't think so.
Oh, I don't think so. Probably not.
So Halo, another Halo game. Okay, so because of my lack of knowledge of Halo, because I don't give a shit, is Halo like the entire ring? Like all the games are based off of that little Halo ring that we're all on?
There's different Halo rings. There's more than one Halo ring, right?
Okay.
That's all. I mean, TLDR, there's more than one Halo ring.
Gotcha. Looks like new weapons are coming in. Definitely going back to basics with this game as well. The only thing that we didn't see from the Halo Infinite was the multiplayer, and it seems Twitter is definitely a fluster of fuck Battle Royale, which we all know Halo will have a Battle Royale. They have to have it.
There's no doubt that there will be a Battle Royale mode for Halo, right? I feel like at this point you don't launch it without a Battle Royale mode. I don't think it's going to take over the multiplayer. That's definitely not. It's going to be like Call of Duty, right? That's how Call of Duty is now, right? The newest Call of Duty. There's a Battle Royale mode you can play, but you can also play the full multiplayer as well. I think it's going to be the same thing.
Then we have a cinematic trailer for State of Decay 3, showing off an ugly deer, which I will agree with Stevie B. We just got number 2, did we not?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it was last year.
I mean, I guess they really needed to push out a new State of Decay. The State of Decay 2 did not come out very well.
That's right.
Jacob
said, I will say, though, that I'm hoping there'll be some more platformers headed to Xbox. It only showed Ori, and that's where I felt the showcase was underwhelming in that regard. For platformers, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of indie, linear groups making games for it, so I assume it'll be okay. I think you're not going to have a lack of platformers, especially on Game Pass. I think there's going to be a bunch of platformers you can play. And then we saw the beautiful Forza Motorsport 3. I know that not everybody's into racing games, but I mean, the graphically it looked amazing. It's
Xbox's Gran Turismo, and even Gran Turismo every time looks stellar. And yeah, Forza looks stellar every single time. The way on how I feel Forza Motorsport is going on this regard is going back to its pure racing, where we've seen Forza gone with the more loosely with like, hey, here's your real car, here's your Mustang, here's your Chargers, and just traveling off. The newest Forza game that's on there, making it more multiplayer, open world kind of a thing, is really good. But I think this one's going back to basics, going into their full blown look at these F1 racing cars. Let's have fun driving.
That's right. But we didn't see anything with Forza. Show me some damn gameplay. They didn't show like you behind the wheel driving, but the whole game was an engine, like exactly what it's going to look like when you play it. We really didn't see anything except Halo. That's a lie.
The medium was actual gameplay.
Grounded showed gameplay. Avowed showed a couple of seconds of gameplay. Psychonauts 2 showed a whole trailer of gameplay. Like Warhammer Darktide was an announcement. Phantasy Star Online 2 expansion that showed. The Crossfire campaign was that. Dude, like we saw gameplay everywhere. Ori Special Edition, Outer World expansion. I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna list them all off. There's gameplay fucking everywhere. I just don't think you were paying attention. Is the problem. Well, then we had Everwild. What do you think of Everwild, buddy?
Everwild seems, as Aaron says, it's channeling the very inner hippie, which of course we call hippie is really just, I even heard her like basically Irish folklore. So
yeah,
that was honestly, that was a cinematic trailer, but I think it was definitely using the in-game engine to show it. So I want to see a little bit more exactly what's going on with this, because that game could probably be a platformer. That's I feel is also going to be a very story-driven and art-driven game when it comes to
yes, for sure. Oh yeah, without a doubt. It looked really good. It definitely had rare flair, right?
Listen to you. You need to go ahead and hashtag that on Twitter right now.
Hashtag rare flair
definitely has that hashtag rare flair. You're not fucking typing, Steven. You need to go on Twitter right now and do it. You need to steal that. You need to own it. Tag Everwild, tag Rare, do all the things. Come on, social media, folks.
Yes, oh my god, thank you, bud.
Next game is Tell Me Why. I can tell him what to do.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why
ain't nothing but a mistake.
Tell me why
I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. There you go, boys. Looks good. It's another with lack of better words, choose your own adventure games, right? Where you're playing through the game, it seemed like, and you're again, we saw gameplay with that, where you pick and choose like the next things that are going. We saw gameplay with Everwild, by the way. We saw a gameplay with Halo Infinite, Everwild, and Tell Me Why Chapter 1.
Move on.
Yeah, there you go. So I just want to bring that up. Ori Special Edition, they talked about that. That's pretty cool. We've already seen a lot of the Ori game. They said there's special things coming with Series X. So we'll see what those are. They didn't really go into details, though, did they? Right? It wasn't
skipping around.
And then we had the Outer Worlds expansion, Peril and Gorgon. Saw gameplay on that.
Whoa! Slow it down.
Sorry.
Slow it down. Tell Me Why. Chapter 1 comes out August 27th. Okay. We definitely saw they definitely announced the remake / refresh of Ori the Will of the Wisp for Series X version. I guess the fidelity is so cool. But
I apologize for my speedy reaction earlier. It's just I had to clown Denny. Sorry, go ahead.
But when it comes to when it comes to that platform, I think specifically that was Ari's issue, is that her command on her controller didn't react onto the game fast enough. So I think this remake of the high fidelity will be exactly what she needs to jump back into that game and beat it like the dog it is.
I don't think there's going to be anything that's ever going to us to ever get Ari behind an Ori game ever again.
That's probably true. Ari will never play Ori ever again.
That's right.
Outer Worlds new expansion, Perils of Gorgon, coming out September 9th. I completely I guess I forgot, or they never spoke about DLCs. I can't really remember it. But
yeah, I don't
feel like I need to finish that game.
So
I know. I think Arwen beat it in 17 hours.
Yeah, that's right. Arwen got through it pretty quick.
Yeah, so there's a new expansion that he can play through that one. Grounded coming out on July 28th with the Xbox preview and on Steam Early Access, which I love my note. Honey, I shrunk the survival game.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. I mean, you're that is exactly what that is. You need to tweet that and hashtag that, dude. That's exactly how to describe that. And it looks a lot of fun. Like it is building houses and stuff and fighting ants and spiders. I don't think Erin's really ever going to play it because giant spiders is not her thing. But it looked good.
So it's Steam Early Access on the 28th, and since I'm actually done previewing it, I could not see a price on it anywhere. I want to see if I can find a price real fast. Give me Grounded. Nope, there's no price. It just says that's Early Access, starts on the 28th. So that is a nice Tuesday. If we can somehow figure out the price for it, Obsidian, I definitely want to see if we might be trying that out. Maybe Tuesday, maybe. I don't know. I'm definitely in for it because Reactive World, base building, online co-op. Oh, yeah. That's right. Face the backyard, learn or together online with up to 3 friends.
That's pretty cool. Persona said there's an arachnophobia mode, so I think you might be able to turn the spiders off.
Oh, God. Hopefully. So next one was Avowed, new RPG from Obsidian Entertainment, strictly
That's really good.
So we don't really know much about it, but we'll learn more as the time comes in 2 years. New studio Interior Night shows off their new game as Dusk Falls, another interactive story, which you definitely like the art style for it.
Yes, look, I'll probably play that. Again, all these games, free on Game Pass because it's $15 a month. You can play all these games for free. So I'm gonna try. I'll probably try out all of these games listed. But Interior Night's art style was really good, man. I really as Interior Nights as Dusk Falls. I mean, like Interior Nights development company, right? And then it's as Dusk Falls. It was interesting the way they did like the still images, but there is motion, and it's like. It's like I said, like you just said, I don't want to pick your own adventure games. You're gonna tell the story. I think that's what was happening there. I don't think that it would be just like a movie like that. Like there's got to be some kind of gameplay elements to it. And normally with cinematic experiences like that, it's normally you kind of help push the story in a certain direction. So I'm excited to try that and see where that goes.
We also got from Ninja Theory, Suna's Sacrifice, the next Hellblade game. This one is going to be set in Iceland, in which you can go over to youtube.com/official Ninja Theory to go through the actual dev diary and watch the game and hear from the developers on how the game is being developed. So always like that little insight stuff. From Double Fine, happy 20-year anniversary, folks.
That's right.
Psychonauts 2 with Jack Black singing.
Yeah, the gameplay for Psychonauts 2 was really good too. Jack Black said it's a trip, right? I feel like it's almost a requirement for you to be on some kind of psychedelic drug to play the game. But it's very interesting, and having Jack Black's voice back, he's definitely been a part of that development team since Brutal Legends, right? And
yeah,
maybe Jack Black being in that trailer was a tease for Brutal Legends 2. We'll see. Who knows?
Destiny 2 is coming to Game Pass in September. And which includes all the DLCs and all that stuff. and will be playable on their xCloud service on your mobile device.
That's right. Every expansion for Destiny 2, boys.
And
Just
Beyond Light expansion got pushed back. It will be coming out on November 10th, and will also join the Game Pass as well. We have console, I guess you said launch exclusive Stalker 2. Definitely an old school horror shooter game. Warhammer 40K Darktide coming in 2021. I think we saw a little bit about that. Or it was either that or they showed Gear Wars Tactics. Like at the very tail end, they showed like bunch of different games really quickly. And I think it was either Guild Wars Tactics or it was that Warhammer 40K, just in that XCOM style strategy game. But I feel it must have been Gear Wars Tactics. Then we have...
Game Pass PC is only $5 a month for a limited time. Thanks for the info, Coop. Damn, jump on that shit, boys.
Do I have to use the Xbox Store to do that, or just need to use the Xbox app?
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. So I played Game Pass on the Xbox.
Microsoft Store sucks.
I agree.
Tell them not to launch a new console. Tell them to relaunch that shit.
Well, maybe with a new console launch, they'll be revamping that too.
Hopefully. Maybe. That thing sucks ass. Console Locks exclusive Tetris Effect Connected coming in holiday 2020. So probably a launch title. It says console. I thought it said console exclusive, but it might have been console launch. But
I think it's a console launch exclusive. That I was surprised by how cinematic they made their Tetris game look. Yeah, to be honest.
That thing looks sick.
Regardless, I'm into it.
Another console exclusive, The Gunk.
The Gunk. As Aaron said, stop picking up all that goo. So we saw a little bit of gameplay. Our style was interesting. It looked good. The gameplay definitely looked good. Again, the gameplay we saw on that looked good. The gameplay, where it's like an alien planet, right? You're sucking up things and fighting monsters. Very fun and cartoony, you know. I don't know, man. I think I want to know a little bit more about it, to be honest.
Same.
What it's going to be like. But again, you get Game Pass, but you can just try it out whenever it launches.
Next, we saw some more gameplay and the picture. I guess you see the dual reality is what they call it. The dual reality of the medium.
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty dumb, so I don't know if my brain could handle playing it like that. I guess the only saving grace is that it looked like your actions were the same, but like you push a button and you're doing the same thing. You're walking forward. There's no like this screen character's doing one thing, this character's doing the other. You know what I mean? You're doing the same exact thing in each shot. So you just have to kind of like focus on which one you want to focus on at the time. But still, man, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I'm going to try it out just to see if I can actually handle it mentally or if I'm just like a big dumb. So we'll see what happens with that. But I like the idea of it. And I like that. I like the storyline, the way it goes, like how she's seeing things. I don't know if it's in the future or if it's like a Silent Hill thing where she's seeing things in like the demon world, but it's the real world. Yeah, I don't know. But it looked really good.
Sorry, give me a second. There. All right. And then we saw Phantasy Star Online 2, the new expansive world, New Genesis coming in 2021. Now, Coop said he saw something at the bottom of that to show that it might not be our theory on the what was it? Like, how do you actually find the fucking video on this damn thing? Go away.
Coop, what did you see, bro?
He saw something that might have debunked our gold theory, because as you all know, to play Phantasy Star Online 2, you do need an Xbox Live Gold membership in order to play it.
Right, yeah, I said that down there at the bottom. That's right. There's a little disclaimer about reading Xbox Live Gold to play online. Right, it did say that. I did see that too. But Phantasy Star Online 2 is out right now. Yeah. So I think releasing that without making that announcement, I mean, I guess it does hold a little bit of fidelity, but if they're doing something big like that, it probably won't be until the Series X launches, and they wouldn't want to talk about it at all because everybody would stop buying gold right now. You know what I mean? They would just wait. Danny said gold is going away, though, isn't it? Aren't trying to migrate over to Game Pass while doing for everything. Yeah, we had a big talk about that. I think gold is just going to be free, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. We had a fucking huge debate about it last night. I want to fucking go in there again. It went on for like an hour. So, but yeah, I think that putting a disclaimer there is kind of needed because someone might go, "Oh, Fangstar Online 2," and then they go to play it right now, and they would need to know that, right? You know what I mean? Especially if that change isn't happening until November.
All right, and then the Crossfire X campaign is coming later this year. Which we saw a cinematic for it. Looks pretty nice. I think we saw a little bit of gameplay footage in there as well, coming from because it's a first-person shooter. I think the multiplayer is currently active right now, I believe. But it is one of those shooters that looks, ooh, that's real pretty. It's a real pretty shooter. And then last but not least, Fable gets announced.
Fable, that's right. Brand new Fable game, self-titled.
Self-titled.
So that triggered Trex a lot. It's from a new studio, right? Lionhead actually, I don't. Lionhead doesn't exist anymore. So, but Microsoft still has like the license and things. So I think it's like from the ground up from a new studio. I missed what studio it was because I was so enamored by just the announcement in itself. So, Playground Games, thank you, Coop. I appreciate that. I don't know what Playground Games has done. But it definitely gave it showed a kingdom in the background. Definitely gave Fable vibes for sure. It was jokey, you know, with the fairy getting eaten by the frog. It did definitely give off Fable vibes, right? Because Fable never ever took itself seriously. It was always a big joke. Like you can make your character fart around people, like it.
Oh.
So, yeah, and like they would start to dislike you.
They are they're the creators of Forza Horizon.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, so I was right. So Forza Motorsports is going back to its roots of being a racing game with the Formula One kind of cars, where Forza Horizon was the alternative, showing the actual street cars in that environment of being a racing game.
Right.
So cool. So Motorsports is coming back.
Mr. Scott says, I hope it's not just a remake of the first Fable. It might actually. I don't think it'll dub itself as a remake, but I think it might act like it's a brand new entity, right? Like, because the other Fables all were kind of they all reference the previous games. They all were different time periods, so I don't know. It's weird.
Okay, I got you, brother.
So,
a new Fable game is in development. Microsoft has confirmed during the Xbox Game Showcase it appears to be simply titled Fable, and coming to PC and Xbox Series X. Is being developed by Playground Games, so it is going to be a new Fable game.
Right? Yeah, for sure. Like sort of like refreshing the franchise. Yeah, Persona, you're right. It's it's from a new development, so I think it's going to have. It's probably going to be different, right? Fable 1, 2, and 3 all had a specific gameplay style. I think it might deviate a lot. We'll see what it's going to be like. Like I said, because we didn't see anything from it, we didn't see any kind. It was just an announcement trailer, right? I think it's going to be a minute before we see it. They would have put they didn't have a release date or anything. It was simply an announcement. So I think at the absolute earliest we'll see it the end of 2021. But I think that's pushing it too, to be honest.
I bet you ain't coming out till 2022. What are you thinking?
That maybe, yeah. They pulled Elder Scrolls probably 2022. Yeah, at the absolute earliest will be the end of 2021, but that's pushing it. I generally just like when they name something the same name as something that already exists. They did that with God of War. Denny said that. Yeah, they did it with God of War. And look how that turned out. Just saying. Yeah, or Doom or Tomb Raider. Yeah, they did it with all those. So it's not like this is an unheard of situation. It never existed. Thing that's never existed before. A lot of times when things get rebooted, they do that. So I mean, again, we don't know if it's necessarily a reboot, but it feels like that. So, especially when it's from a whole other development team.
Sorry,
he didn't say it
stuff
doesn't
on,
happen. He just said he don't like it. Oh, okay. I misunderstood. Sorry, Aaron. Sorry, guys. What did you say, Trex? I'm sorry. I talked right over you.
I'm looking over the Phantasy Star Online 2 stuff.
Right.
And the official PSO2 account describes this as a brand new title in the PSO2 series. So
that's the way the trailer made it seem, right? They were talking like it was a brand new game.
Yeah. So and even like I just got on rewatching it, it is a new UI. The layout on the bottom is still the same, but there are some. It does look cleaner, and the graphics do look much better. But I'm reading this article from PC Gamer. So the combat. So it definitely looks like it might actually be new graphics, new UI, and probably a new direction on how to play the game. Because, like I said, current PSO2, which is still good, you still just pick a mission, go out there, and you're in 3 zones on that planet. It's not really open world sandboxy. It's just here's your linear progression for these 3 zones. Third zone is going to be a big boss you have to fight. Yeah, Persona. Yeah, it looks like it's actually going to be like a full open world.
PSO2 is more like Monster Hunter. Yeah. When Trex is describing it, it sounds just like Monster Hunter.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they even said in the trailer that it was open world, right? I think they mentioned that, like, which would be pretty dope, right? I've never really played Phantasy Star Online. Denny said he played it back on the GameCube, right? So
yeah,
you can check it out.
on the GameCube was definitely much different than what we have on PSO2 right now.
Sweet. Michelle says, I wonder if it's free to play too. Well, it's definitely going to be free if you have Game Pass.
Yeah, well, PSO2 is free to play on Xbox. You just need to have an Xbox Live Gold membership. That's the only thing, but luckily it's also here on PC, so I can just play it anyways without that. Yay.
I have PSO2 on my Microsoft Store account. There you go. That's where most people are playing it, right? That's where most people are playing it, Machete.
Yep. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, it's played on PC as much as I hate the Microsoft Store. Yeah, I don't think anybody's a fan of that damn thing.
That's what needs to be revamped 110%. 110. But yeah, that was good, Xbox. We, of course, wish we had a little bit more solid gameplay-esque, to say the least. I think they showed still a lot more. They showed more gameplay stuff than PS5 did.
They showed a lot more games than PS5 did as well, too.
I wasn't keeping count. I mean, I know he said like there. I mean, well, I still took my notes. So he was like 22 fucking some odd titles. I'm like, okay, Jesus Christ. I mean,
let me rephrase that. They showed a lot more games that are going to be playable when you get the console, right? That's my biggest thing for this, right? Like right now, you buy a PS5, the only thing that's really confirmed you're going to be able to play is like a 6-hour Spider-Man game, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. I just want to make that clear. I'm excited to play Miles Morales just as much as everyone else is. Okay. That's that and the God, what's it called? Godhead?
Godfall.
Godfall. Why did I think head? Godfall, which is also a PC title. So, and then that's it. That's all they've really said are going to be launch titles for the PlayStation 5. So it's like, do you want to get the PlayStation 5 where you can play like 2 to 3 games, or get the Series X where you can play a lot of games, right? Like a shit ton. Steven trying really hard to not say he hates PlayStation. I don't hate PlayStation. I have a PS4. I have a PSVR. I will probably pick up the PSVR even though I'm talking shit. I'm just doing like a comparison, right, to value wise. Like, you're just gonna get a lot more from a Series X at launch. I'm not saying overall fidelity, but that's a word we use a lot today. You know? Well, why is that happening? That at launch you're gonna get a lot more value out of the One X. Stevie just likes to troll PS5 lovers. I like to troll people in general. You guys, you Sony ponies just make it really easy. I'm just saying. But I mean this dead ass, and like I'm not trying to fuck with anybody when I say this. Honestly, I'm not. Right now, there's more value in buying a Series X than there is in buying a PS5 at launch. That we've seen so far, especially after.
I found what fidelity is. Fidelity is visual quality like settings. Higher fidelity equals prettier game. That's why we keep saying fidelity instead of just saying it's prettier.
It's a bit. We're using big words. What's in that box behind you? It's volume 1 of the Final Fantasy Ultimate thing. Boston Chuck. Yeah, but that means PS4 will have more releases for the holidays. It's what PlayStation does all the time. The same thing can be said about Xbox One though, and there's not really any more PlayStation exclusives coming out that aren't for the PS5. So why was the third-party stuff shown? I see Destiny stuff was talked about. What they said there was going to be first-party stuff this time around. Were you paying attention? Yeah, like there were so many first-party things talked about. Like, you pulled out like the one of 3 that's not. And the whole point about talking about Destiny is the fact that you just have to have Game Pass. You can literally play the full game. Again, we talked about this last night. Like, Microsoft is really pushing this Game Pass thing, right? Like, they're trying to make it as valuable as possible. And they're doing a damn good job about it. Can we just settle this with GOT battle at Red Rock? Yes, we can. Yeah, they announced you on Game Pass. You're going to be able to play I'll probably get Game Pass. See, Game Pass is great, right? So all you guys are like, what's the point of getting an Xbox? And Jacob can attest to this, right? Like the whole point of getting an Xbox is there's a lot of people out there that don't have and don't want to manage a PC, right? So they're literally appealing to both kind of people, right? You can get a super powerful console that is like having a powerful PC, or you can play on your fucking PC. You mean I can get Game Pass to play a free game? You can't play. Oh goddamn! Here you fucking go. The expansions aren't free. You're playing all the expansions. For me personally, it's just not worth it. Once they have Series X specific exclusives, then I'll probably get it. There won't ever be Series X exclusives. I mean, there's never going to be a game that's only playable on the Series X. I'm just like, that's never going to happen. And
Fable is going to be exclusive to the Xbox Series X and Windows 10 PCs.
Well, Windows 10 PCs. Everything like that is going to come out on Windows 10. And listen, Sony ponies out there, okay?
Yeah, they say that Fable will be available day 1 for Xbox Game Pass members. I feel this is either a new game that they're almost ready to share this shit, and they just kind of teased it for us, or this is going to be just a remake of the first one. This is really hard to determine right now. Because Fable doesn't have a date. There's no date for Fable yet, but Xbox Game Pass on their Twitter says Fable will be available day 1 for Xbox Game Pass members.
So it's all Xbox Game Pass members.
Okay, so here's the breakdown from Paul, our boy Paul. So Forsaken and Shadowkeep on Game Pass in September, Beyond Light on Game Pass in November. We'll still have to buy seasons individually going forward if playing on Game Pass. This deal will not yield any Xbox exclusive gear / stuff. So that's it. You're just so you will get the expansions for free with Game Pass, but the seasons themselves you'll still have to buy.
What's the difference between the expansions and the seasons?
The seasons are the everyday stuff that they do. They last for about maybe 11, 12 weeks. And the seasons are the Battle Pass. That's the Battle Pass system.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I didn't even know Destiny had that.
And Destiny, right, and Bungie just released an FAQ regarding the Xbox Game Pass as well. So, yeah, so this is also... exclusive events, yeah. So, I mean, I'm reading it basically, yeah, it's just only those big expansions, Forsaken and Shadowkeep, and then Beyond Light. That's all it's going to be in the Game Pass. That's it. It's still a free-to-play game, but with those 3 expansions joining Game Pass, that definitely entices Game Pass much more.
Boom. I had something on my head to say, but now it's gone. I can't remember what I was even going to say. That's right. I was going to refer to the Epic Games Store, right, and the Sony purchase. All these Xbox Series X specific things that everybody keeps talking about. Like, are you going to say the same thing that you're not going to buy a PlayStation when the inevitable PlayStation games hit the Epic Games Store? I'm just curious.
That's the big thing that is beating PlayStation right now specifically is really the Game Pass. Their PlayStation Now service, they need to get an upgrade on it.
PS4 killed my love for PlayStation? Holy shit. I didn't know that, Aaron. What? If PlayStation games start coming out on PC at the same time as the PS5, I won't buy a PS5. Because they won't be because they won't be available on PS4. If everything on PlayStation was going to be on PC day one, then yes, I would just build an even new PC. Well, be prepared to build an even new PC.
Literally, Game Pass is trending on Twitter, and the only thing people are talking about is literally just Destiny 2.
It's a big deal, right?
From our other boy, Jason Schreier. It's wild that for $10 a month, you'll get every single one of these first-party Xbox games on launch day. Can't think of a better deal in gaming than Xbox Game Pass.
Can't think of a better deal in gaming. You know what, Trex? Neither can I. At its core, I just see no reason to buy an Xbox. Game Pass, sure. That Persona, this is because you have a beefed up PC, and that makes sense, right? Makes total sense. Again, we talked about this last night. I don't think you were on the stream last night. They want people like you, who have a souped up PC, to sign up for Game Pass. They're trying to get as many people on Game Pass as possible, whether it be because you bought a Series X and you're playing it on the console, or because you're playing it on your PC. That's the whole point. It's a different model, right? They're doing a completely different model than what PlayStation's doing. Guild Wars 2, aka best deal in game. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Fucking Aaron.
Then I see no more need for arguments on PS5 and Xbox. Listen.
All right, so just going through Twitter right now with this Game Pass. So here's introducing the Tetris Effect Connected, the ultimate version of the original TE, plus all new co-op and competitive online and local multiplayer modes. Coming to Game Pass, Xbox Series X, Xbox One Smart Delivery, and Windows 10 PC. Jesus Christ.
I know. I see no more need for arguments because it's fun, Persona. That's it. I mean, to be fair, the Series X still more powerful than the PlayStation 5. Okay, anyway.
I mean, that's also really the biggest thing I really like about how Xbox shifted, allowing the Game Pass to be on PC. Because for fuck's sakes, I know the Microsoft PC and Microsoft Gaming, they're definitely two separate divisions, but for fuck's sakes, PC is also can be a gaming platform, and they should have been connected a long time ago. And they're finally here, and all they have to do now is just fucking fix their Microsoft Store, and if anything, make the Microsoft Store no more gaming. Just no more gaming. Make that thing exactly where it needs to be for PC players who are not gamers. I even have the Xbox app on the Xbox Hub on my PC. Funnel everything through the Xbox app. Just do it.
That's true. I agree with you. Persona, and the argument that the PC is going to cost you an arm and a leg, and like people pay $1,000 for an iPhone, like so. Okay, so here's the problem, right? I'm honestly not trying to argue. I'm just bringing a point up. I don't want. There's no animosity for this, right? So the problem is, right? Like you bring up the phone, right? Let's say I buy this phone, right? I buy this phone. It's the phone. I don't have to work on it. I don't have to try to troubleshoot it. I don't have to worry if something breaks inside. Like it works, right? It is what it is. A lot of people don't want to have to maintain a PC as things. I have to upgrade and do this. There's 70% of gamers, this is obviously off the top of my head, look at a PC and they get they're like, nah, dog, I don't want to have to worry about that, right? I don't have to maintain that. They'd much rather just have their Xbox or their PlayStation, to be and just have that, and that's what they play. That's what they've always known, and that's just what they prefer. Like we're from a generation where PC is commonplace and things like that. So it's like, oh, we're going to play everything on the PC, and we get it. But there's a lot of people that just want to have like their laptop to check their email and browse websites and listen to music. They don't want to have to worry about maintaining a full rig. And so it's better for people like that to get a powerful PC by getting a Series X or PlayStation 5, so that's all I'm saying with that.
Fuck you, Bless Unleashed. Sorry, I just like, what's the perks of joining the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate membership? And it's like, Bless Unleashed, exclusive mount. Fuck you. Fuck that entire game.
Coop says, I hazard a guess that most people don't even own towers. PC gaming. I wonder if there's a graphic out there, right, that kind of shows the market of like console to PC gaming. Because to say that the console market is dead because PC gaming exists is fucking asinine. I would say that it's probably 75-25 or 80-20, with the favor being the console gaming.
Look, Xbox Game Pass or PC, the beta, still trying to shell out to me for 1 month for $1. Look at you. Get out of here, man. Just stop it. You're crazy, Xbox. You're crazy.
You're silly.
Yeah, but I mean, for $15 a month, it's the ultimate. It includes Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass or PC, then also includes it for the console and also for gold, and you get perks. Sadly, technically it's always $5, but it's $1 right now. You have access to all these like 100 PC games, but you don't get the perks.
Right. And that being said, if you just have a rinky-dink laptop, right, and you can still get Game Pass because Game Pass and xCloud are combining.
Yep.
So you'll be able to play like fucking games at their highest fidelity on your shitty computer.
I mean, that was really the selling point for even the NVIDIA GeForce Now, is that, and we all know Chromebooks. You never buy a Chromebook. You just don't. But you can go out there and, like Stevie B said, buy a $250 cheap Chromebook computer, put GeForce Now. Now you can put the xCloud when that launches later this year. Put that on your Chromebook. That becomes the best affordable gaming PC that you could ever own because of how cloud gaming is now. And it's like that's honestly just such a win in my eyes. And I can't wait to see. I really can't wait to see how xCloud is going to work. I'm still interested on how it's also going to function with the Nintendo Switch, because we still have that in the back of our minds because they're partnering up with that shit.
That's true.
I mean, I don't even play much. I don't even play my Xbox a lot because of how I have to connect to it. But even as a PC thing, it's like Game Pass is always in the back of my mind. I just play MMOs, so I never have time for the single player adventure stuff. Which I know for sure, Sea of Thieves have been gotten some updates. I really want to check that out. But now I have the problem because Tim came out with an update too.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Also, Atlas updated. It has farmhouses that are available now.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Dennis
said make 500 accounts, buy $1 Game Pass on each, and let's get redeem it. All I made account. Have Game Pass for 10 years for cheap. Even more reason to not get the system. What was I talking about? I just don't see a reason for the system, and that's fine. Oh, see, the reason for the system. Okay, the reason for you to not have a system is important, right? But I mean, I stated before, the whole reason for a lot of people to get the system is because they don't want to manage a gaming PC. You know, Jacob and Jareth are the first ones to say that. That's just people that are part of our little community. xCloud is cool, but they're not going to be 4K 60 frames per second when you're gaming on xCloud. You know, you have to have something that can push that, like your PC or your Series X. No, I mean, because like they're using cloud for these games. Yeah, but when you're playing on cloud, they're not 4K 60 frames a second. So instead of a souped up gaming PC, you can get a Series X. And to say that that PlayStation is just focused on games is disingenuous because of what we just saw, 22 games. Like, they're clearly focused on games, just delivering them in a different way. But who's the majority, though, that can see 4K and 8K? At least the normal person who picks it up. I guess it just depends, right? 4K, 60 frames per second, whoever wants to do it. I mean,
but yeah, that's the showcase. We saw some pretty good games, more investment into the Game Pass system, and Project xCloud coming soon. They really need to hurry that out.
That's right. Jacob said, I mean, each to his or her own. The consoles are what really important. This generation, Microsoft wants more people to join together in the ecosystem, exactly. And I honestly feel like people need to stop using, Microsoft is bad because I can play their games on PC. It's a crappy argument. I agree, Jacob. Like, when PlayStation fanboys use that argument, it's like it's like they're reaching for whatever they can grasp onto to talk shit. I think when people say that, they mean that Sony keeps focusing on games. Xbox has been mad this gen. I mean, it definitely has been mad this gen. But clearly, from what we just saw, they're focused on stuff.
Well, this is where I'll go with this. Sony is to their fucking exclusives, which have been stellar every fucking turn.
Not every exclusive is good. I just want to say that.
Which exclusive was bad?
Days Gone.
That wasn't that bad.
Did you play it?
I mean, I watched people play it. It wasn't that bad. I mean, and I won't give too much gruff to Days Gone because of the fact that it was their first game. I think it was a learning lesson for sure.
Let me get really close to the
But where Sony is to their amazing exclusives, Xbox is to their Game Pass. Like, Xbox might not come out with exclusives as much as Sony, but Xbox goes heavy with their Game Pass to deliver more games to this service. And we just, and that's honestly okay. They survive off of the third-party games and everything while their Xbox Game Studios family still works on stuff. But in between, here's new games for for their Game Pass. Where's Sony's information on new games coming to their PlayStation Now service? Where's that weekly, monthly update for their service? And PlayStation Now, just like the PlayStation Vue, was a good idea, but it needs to be utilized. And I'm just not sure if, and that's what kills me too. Is like I want to play the new Spider-Man game. I definitely want to, but PlayStation focuses it on you need to have a PlayStation to play it. Understandable, but Xbox, maybe it's because they're both Microsoft. The Xbox will just come with like, hey, you can play on our console, or play on your PC, whatever the fuck you want. You don't need to have. You can have either one. Go for it. And that's the openness that Xbox and Microsoft brings to the table that Sony doesn't yet. And Sony can, because they can easily go with their PlayStation Now service. It's on PC. We can play PlayStation games on it. But what Sony really could capitalize on is their exclusives. It could be Sony exclusive. Go for it. It's PlayStation exclusive. Go for it. But don't make it your console exclusive. Make it your PlayStation Now exclusive. So it gives PC players a chance to buy into it too. Because honestly, that's lost revenue to me. You make it only on your console, you're losing out revenue on other people who clearly will play your game just on your service, through your app, through your program. That's wasted revenue. And hopefully, closer we get to the PlayStation launch and after, Sony recognizes that and they will do more with their PlayStation Now service to combat the Game Pass. Because it's not console wars anymore. It's now a service war. And Steam Steam monopolized it on PC.
Thank you,
Game Pass
Boston.
is monopolizing it on console. And Sony needs to step up on that. I only run console gaming because it's easier and somewhat cheaper at times. At times. Absolutely, it's at times. But and that's the thing, like that's y'all. I'm a PC player literally telling PlayStation the consoles like you need to offer the PC players a thing too. The consoles, you guys get your exclusives. And you're cool, and that's cool. Congratulations, you guys get to play it. But it's now lost revenue because my $60 can go to a PlayStation Now service, PlayStation Now buying that game. But instead, my $60 goes to, what, 6 months of, or I don't do math, but a couple of months of Game Pass now. That's where my $60 goes. Or my $60 goes to Steam. The exclusives work. They absolutely do. They push me to want that game on my PlayStation 4. But it doesn't need to be a console exclusive. It needs to be a service exclusive. But maybe, hopefully, Spider-Man can come to EGS and I'll be fucking happy.
Me too. But I mean, the second Sony exclusives start hitting the consoles, it's like Mr. Scott said earlier. I wonder if all y'all's flips will scripts will flip. I said that backwards. Your scripts will flip. If PS Now revamped itself, you could get all the Sony exclusives on PS Now on the PC. Would you buy your PlayStation?
And this thing is like I'm getting a PlayStation 5 because Carlin's a PlayStation girl.
Aaron said, "Hell no."
I mean, we're getting the PlayStation 5 and Carlin will get the PlayStation 5 first.
Hold on a minute.
I'm actually going to get the Xbox first.
Persona said I would, to be honest. That's okay. Do you understand how that completely destroys your argument about the Xbox? And how you said that it makes no sense to buy one? But now you're saying if all the exclusives came to computer, you would still buy the PlayStation? Do you understand how that kind of makes... I'm not going to... I don't want to... Again, I'm not... There's no personal attacks here. It makes your statement earlier a bit hypocritical. Because sometimes... I'm going to be honest with all of you, okay? I'm going to be honest with all of you. I'm going to be honest with all of you. It sometimes feel like the PlayStation fanboys do everything they can at every turn to destroy anything that Xbox tries to do to better the gaming community. That's honestly what it feels like, to make themselves well. That's what it feels like. Right from my argument has never been it makes no sense to buy a Series X because they're available on PC. Oh, well, I was really referring to Persona. Persona said that earlier. My argument has always been it's because the Series X exclusive and I could play them on a cheaper Xbox One. That's also valid, Raph. That's valid.
That's okay. Every game's going to be $70, so it's all right.
Yeah. So on your
actually,
PlayStation,
I do remember that article. Ubisoft has come out and said that the new games that are coming out this year, coming for the Xbox 5, the Xbox Series X and the PS5, those are all still going to be $60 games. They're not doing a price increase like other developers are. So the Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Watch Dogs Legions and everything will still be $60 games. There will not be a price increase.
Thank you, Ubisoft. Yeah, Aaron, the next gen games will be 70. I shared an article with Trex where the chance it could be $75 a game. But every game we saw here will be available on Game Pass at no extra charge besides the Game Pass charge. Jacob, yes, but the Xbox One version won't be as good as an experience. That's true. You're essentially upgrading, right? You're upgrading your PC just like if you had a shittier PC. Like when I went from my old shit to my new shit, everything looked better. It's the same kind of situation. So there you go. So Persona. LOL. I just am a Sony player, so I have to own a PS5. But that's not like a thing that will or happen. And I'm not trying to destroy Xbox. I just don't see the use of getting Xbox. Nothing wowed me is all. I mean that's fair, Persona. But your argument of if all the games on PlayStation came, you would still buy a PlayStation. And then earlier you said, well, what's the point of getting a Series X if they're all coming to PC? Like I just wanted to bring that out because that's why I said it feels like you're trying to to shit on Xbox as much as you can when you can, because when the arguments reverse, you're like, nah, man, I'll still buy the PS5. Nah, so it's like, yeah, I don't know. I fail to see how it'll be a worse experience if it has to be the same features. It'll look better. It'll look better and play better. To even let them have their PS5s. Okay. What's the point though? I'm just trying to say like what makes you want to be like I will get what makes me want to get the Series X? Because I know that the Series X will look better than the current PC I have. The games will play better. And I still have a lot of friends that play Xbox, so I'll be able to play with them. That's honestly it. And to be fair, I want to get the Series X and PS5 for you guys too, so we can do comparisons and shit like that. I've had every console in a generation for the past 2 generations. That's not going to change. I might not get the PS5 at launch, but I will definitely get a PS5.
I'm gonna get a new PC. I'm just
kidding. Yes, but that would be like me saying I won't buy W2K17 on PS4 because I can play it on PS3, even though the PS3 version is inferior in every single way. Yeah, I understand. Well, the argument is a bit different because those are effectively 2 different games. 2K17 and PS4 had features the PS3 didn't. Honestly, if you had gotten the same game that are on the PS5, like Spotty Miles on PS4, would you still be making the same argument there, Raph? Aaron said, I will say, though, the PS5 looks way prettier than the Xbox too.
Like prettier as in terms of a router is prettier than a fridge?
Just asking. You like antennas over flat surfaces, is what you're saying. You like pointy ears as compared to regular heads.
Isn't it? I don't know. I mean, I have a pretty sexy looking fridge. My router is all right. I mean, it's not like I'm going to get... I have the new Asus routers that are inspired by Gundam, which is actually a true fucking thing. Asus is bringing out a line of routers that looks like Char and Amuro Ray just from the Gundams that they used in their router form. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like that's like immediately like I weeped out. It's like, oh, Gundam fandom, whoop, I'm there, buying a new router. It won't be the PS5.
That's right. But I always go see if you're not much of a sucker graphics, like if gameplay is the same, that's always an option. Yeah, fair enough. Well, I don't mean so. I saw it as it was. That's right. Jacob said, but to me, I'm not going to see the point of staying on a platform and playing a GINT version of a new game, which is what you'll be getting on the Xbox One. That's true. I mean, they're obviously starting something fresh because they discontinued both, and that's never really happened before. A lot of times they don't discontinue the previous console until way into the 1 or 2 years into the next gen cycle. But it's doing it because I think that's another confirmation that there'll be a budget console as well. Okay, I got to dip. I got to drive to the site now. Peace. Good night. Good night. I'm used to saying good night. So thanks for coming by, Denny. Don't get too offended.
Yeah, that's basically all that we got.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I offended you. I was totally just kidding around. I mean, if it was all about performance, then I wouldn't have bought any of my Trials of Cold Steel on PS4 and got a PC instead. Well, I mean, are you against people upgrading their PCs, Raph Prime, for games to look better on that? Do you see a point in people upgrading their computers so games look better? Can we see first, though, the graphical differences between the new and current consoles? Have they done that already? There's not enough stuff out there yet. That'll definitely... dude, what's that YouTube channel that always does that? Well, what is it? I go to them all the time. They like break down the frames per second and what's playing and shit like that. Digital Foundry does fucking amazing. It's if you're not sub to that YouTube channel, that's a good YouTube channel to sub to, because the second that they're able to, they'll break it down. They'll have PC, Xbox, PlayStation all lined up, and they'll have like all their meters running to determine every second frame per second. If your PC can run the game, then why upgrade? So yes. I don't know how to respond to that. Trex, do you know how to respond to that?
If your PC can run the game, then why upgrade? I mean, depends, I guess. It especially depends on how it runs. Because, I mean, if I can't get that high fidelity, then I need to upgrade either the RAM, I got to update the CPU, got to update the video card.
That's what it's all about, boys.
And especially the biggest thing that any PC gamer is going to upgrade will be their video card first. Because the CPU can run the game, but the video card will actually be how those fucking graphics look. Because I need those NVIDIA drivers, son. You ever played in HD until it was forced with the PS4? Yeah, PS4 really fucking forced that down your throats.
That's true. I mean, you had no option, right? Like,
that's the one thing I don't like about the PS4 a little bit. There is like, because again, like the biggest thing that why Xbox can always say like the most world's powerful console is because Xbox renders that shit in native 40K or 4K. Sorry, native 4K true HD. Where the PS4, even the PS4 Pro, it's like not
emulated.
Native. It's the low end.
That's right. It's emulated 4K Trex. As compared to the current most powerful console on the market, the Xbox One X. Yo, Persona, don't hate me. Persona, you're like one of my favorite people. I hope that like I love you, man. I really oh man, dude. Oh god. I want you to know that 80 to 90% is just me fucking around. It turns on my mod sword. No, don't turn it in. No, Persona. I love you. Oh, I can never hate you. Thank you, Persona. I can never hate you. There's a true HD now. Yeah, whichever HD the Xbox is running. No, but honestly, there's like HD. There's running a high definition signal and then upscaling to a high def. There's a difference. But like most of you said, a lot of times you can barely tell. I mean, let's be honest. It's really the frames per second that really gets you. So like I said, I run most of my Xbox games in performance mode. It's really what it boils down to is, and Trex, correct me if I'm wrong, it's do you want the 4K experience and have the games look good during the cutscenes, or do you want to run the performance mode and have games look good when you're playing the game? That's really the big difference there. Between
the 4K definitely needs to be in cinematic. The gameplay, sometimes you can tell the difference between 30 frames per second and 60 frames per second when it comes to gameplay, and that's probably going to be the ultimate key, but that 4K resolution needs to be in cinematics hardcore. I'm not really a big fan of it sometimes in actual gameplay.
You guys don't do that. Listen, don't. You guys might actually do it. Don't do that. I love you. I love you all. I cannot tell. I can see the difference between a PS3 and PS4, but not a PS4, Xbox One, PS Pro, better Xbox One. That's fair. All right, everyone. I actually have to keep, as much as I love fucking around there, but I got to get back to work. I think Trex was taking the rest of the day out, but I have to work a little bit more today, and then I have to, then I've got an appointment at the gym, so I have to go do all those things still this afternoon, and then tonight is my night with Heather. So, and I haven't eaten my chicken for the day yet either, so I'm gonna have lunch. Stevie B is a hungry bee. Hungry bee.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get me food in my belly too, and then we're probably gonna jump into some DC Universe Online, and they're gonna do an update to the test server, which we have to talk about that as well because, woo, buddy, people are gonna get mad.
By the way, dig the yin yang of your shirts. Yeah, that's funny. They do kind of do that. All right. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight during this Xbox showcase. There is another Xbox presentation in August. Not dated yet. Just the month has been announced, which will finally should fucking. It's rumored to be the Lockhart announcement, the budget console. And hopefully a fucking price and pre-order date. Holy shit! I wish we could they're fucking cock teasing us with the PlayStation pre-order date as well. Like they're like every day I see an article that's like, oh, everything's updated. You're gonna fucking be able to do it tomorrow. You're gonna do it this day, and that day. I'm like, just let me know when I can fucking pre-order it. I've been holding on for so damn long. Have fun, kids. Thank you, Boston. We love you. So there you go. Steven needs to go towel off now from that Xbox show. That's enough. Look, just the last 10 seconds of that Fable announcement's got me hyped. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Don't I think Aura will be live on this channel tonight, I think. If she's not, I think she will be, but I will definitely be back tomorrow night. Hopefully with Persona and Wrath doing Final Fantasy 14, if we can mend our console war wounds. And yeah, so that'll be excited. So at the earliest we'll be back tonight, at the latest tomorrow night for Free Company Friday. And don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at NERDSOFTHEAPOC. We're on Facebook, search for Nerds of the Apocalypse. We're on YouTube, search for Nerds of the Apocalypse. And we're on Instagram, search for at Nerds of the Apoc. Trex, you're at?
Over on Twitter at This Is Trex, and on Facebook.com/TrexLight, and over Twitch.tv/TrexLight.
That's right, and he streams a lot of DCO stuff over there, in case you don't know. So there you go. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We absolutely love you. You're amazing. I'm glad we can all stay sane after these console debates. I'm of course Stevie B, and this beautiful mocha man is
Grounded.
And we're Nerds of the Apocalypse, and we'll see you next time, guys. We love you. Mwah.